Hello and welcome to Sid Meier's Civilization 5, and this is the actual DLC version of it. I actually have all of the DLC. I got all of the DLC apart from one, which is Brave New World, which is pretty much the main one, on like a sale deal thing. I think it was during the summer sale or something like that. I've had it for a while, and yeah, we were playing it a long time ago, and I just had all the DLC. And we've been streaming it recently because we finally got back into it and taking it a bit more serious and actually paying attention and learning the game. And Whittle Midget, the madman that he is, actually gave me and Rage, Fluke already had it, Brave New World, the DLC, so thank you, man, you madman. And I'm kind of excited to play it, and show you guys it. It's just a really, really good, relaxing game, but at the same time, it's also kind of tense at points and exciting, and you open it and you end up playing it and you're trying to learn all the new things, and then once you get the hang of it, you end up playing a game for like 4 days straight, man, and you see it in your sleep. I don't know what it is, but it's just like you open it and it's just like just a couple more turns, it's 4 hours later, and it's not actually that slow paced when you think about it. But I just wanted to make this video today to show you the game and why we're playing it, why we're streaming it, so that you understand the game a little bit better. So basically I'm going to pick a civ. I'm playing single player, obviously. Set up a game. Now the civ that I've been playing a lot recently is Poland, which basically every time I get to a new era, which is a time zone like, imagine medieval time zone, maybe I was like in the Dark Ages and then I go to a new era, go to some upgraded era where I get new tech and stuff, Industrial Revolution from medieval, that kind of thing. I get a new social policy, and I'll show you what those are, but they're very useful basically. So I usually play as Poland right now, and they're amazing. I really like them, but I've played them a couple times now and I think it's time to try something else. So I'm just going to quickly choose what I want to get next. I was actually looking at Morocco, which is gateway to Africa. So basically what that gives me is an extra 3 gold and 1 culture for each trade route with a different civ or city-state. The trade route owners receive extra 2 gold for each trade route sent to Morocco. So what that means basically is there's like these little trade things, I'll show you them later, and I can send them to other cities or city-states and basically get mass benefits like gold, culture, science, that kind of thing. All things, food as well, things that you need to have a good civilization, and that gives you a massive bonus to that. And they're a big part of the game, so I was really looking at that and maybe thinking about trying to do that. I actually had a massive war with Greece, and apparently the city-state influence degrades at half, so they're really good at being great friends with all the city-states. I'll explain what those are in the game, but for now I'm going to choose a civ and tell you why I've picked it once I've picked it. So we'll cut to that and I'll see you in a sec. And we're back, and I've got myself some tea as well. If I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, it would probably help to have some tea. Right, so I was kind of in between going Germany. I was kind of looking at the Huns, but it's not really my playstyle. It's something to mess around with, but not really for a video. And then Elizabeth, because I've not played Britain before, and not properly anyway. And the movement, naval units, and extra spy would mean that all my attacks would be by sea, and it'd be kind of cool. But if I was going to do that, I'd rather have something kind of cool to show you, because I'm probably not going to get to the naval stage in time in one video. So I'm going with Germany. That means upon defeating a barbarian, so whenever I take down a barbarian and then they're in an actual encampment, their base, there's half a 50% chance to get some extra gold, and also these barbarians will become my units and I'll be able to upgrade them and stuff, and then it'll just be like a nice starting army real quick. Also, I happen to pay less money for having units. Like when you buy like a warrior or a scout or whatever, that means that you get less gold per turn while they exist, like just because there's costs for keeping them alive and feeding them and that kind of thing, and it means that cost is less. I also get I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It looks like a land unit with like a halberd or something, and I get a panzer unit, and then there's the actual cool flag. So I'm going to go with Germany. Now the continent type I kind of like to go with is well, especially for a video, Pangaea, because there's less water everywhere. It's less risky that I'm going to end up on this tiny island by myself and not be able to show you anything. So I'm going to go with small. So there's going to be 6 players and 12 city-states. So those 6 other players are going to be NPCs, but they're going to be other main nations like Britain and Africa and Sweden, French, those kind of people. And we'll see what we get. It's going to be normal pace, and the difficulty I'm going with is normal. It for some reason puts you on settler and chieftain when you start, obviously because you're a beginner, and I'm not quite amazing at this game, and just to show you stuff, I'm playing on prince as standard. Okay, so all my rules are set up and stuff for what I want to do. I'm going to start the game. So I'll see you at the end of the loading screen, but for now, it actually gives me a nice little description.
Hail, mighty Bismarck, first Chancellor of Germany and her empire. Germany is an upstart nation, fashioned from the ruins of the Holy Roman Empire and finally unified in 1871, a little more than a century ago. The German people have proven themselves to be creative, industrious, and ferocious warriors. Despite enduring great catastrophe in the first half of the 20th century, Germany remains a worldwide economic, artistic, and technological leader. Great Prince of Bismarck, the German people look to you to lead them to greater days of glory. Their determination is strong, and they turn to you, their beloved Iron Chancellor, to guide them once more. Will you rule and conquer through blood and iron, or foster the Germanic arts and industry? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
And that really is the goal of the game. It's literally to face time, the upgrades, and go through the eras, and make your civilization a great and powerful thing, and become the world's superpower, as it were. So yeah, so that thing that I can't pronounce there is specialised in defeating knights and other mounted units. So it's like a pikeman, but upgrade. Yeah, literally it says it's a cheaper, much cheaper than a pikeman, and it's better than a pikeman. So that's really good, because pikemen, like middle game, come really into it and are used quite a lot. And then obviously a panzer tank probably will be pretty useful. So let's begin our journey. So the first thing that you'll see is that you have settlers and some warriors. Now, settlers are what makes your city, and you're kind of always instantly put in the best spot, just on standard difficulties anyway. So let's have a look what we've got around us. So if we zoom in here, we've got food and food. We've got a river, so that's just like bonus. It just like gives bonus stuff and access to some things. And then we have the sea, or however, the ocean maybe, whatever that is up here there, we don't know. But it's good to have water. So I get stone, my luxury resource, gems, which will be great. This mountain's kind of in the way, which is a bit of a problem. And silver. Okay, stone, silver, and gems. That's not that bad. And a river. And then obviously I've got cattle down here, and anything that I'm not able to see. So this is probably a good place to settle, and I'm going to just go ahead and found Berlin. Now the great thing about this game is that I can call it whatever the fuck I want, and because I'm drinking tea, we're going to name it something brilliant. Now, while I was streaming this game, I was accepting, like, what's the word? Names and suggestions, that's it, for cities. So this is the first one I got, city, tea-based city, obviously. I mean, come on. So, these are warriors, so we want to scout. Now, I'm on a hill right now, and that'll move into grassland, so it'll only use one movement out of my 2 movement. And I'm just going to search around and see what I can find, if there's anything that I'll find that's useful. So I need to start doing a production thing. I don't know why those little tutorials come up. I keep disabling them, and they're just like, nah bro, you want the tutorials. So first things first, we want a production. I always go with scouts because I find it incredibly useful to see everything around you quickly. You can find things such as ruins and other luxury resources. Ruins give you like random chance benefits that are really useful, and you get maps and stuff, and you know, it's always useful to find ruins, and getting scouts early helps with that. So what do we want to start with? So based on the fact that we've got gems near us, it requires mining. We've got stone, which requires masonry, which is, if I open the technology tree, here, but I require mining to get to masonry, so that's another thing. other than that, I don't see much. I mean, I've got silver, which is mining. I've got more stone, which is mining. So I think I'm going to go with mining. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to go with mining. And then that's the end of my turn. Hit next turn, and we'll get on to the next turn. Right then. Let's see what we can't find. Got more silver over there, apparently. Nothing here. I'm just going to talk about citizen management. So, currently, I have one citizen, says here at the top left, 7 turns till new ones bomb. And there it is, it's working this, so I'm getting 2 food and 1 production. Production means faster build times, and food means that I can get faster new citizens and stuff like that, and trade and whatnot. So I only have 1 citizen, and he requires 2 food, and I'm actually getting 4 food total. So I'm getting a excess bonus of 2 food, while the other 2's been eaten by the citizens. So it's kind of useful to know that, I guess, just a little thing to have in your mind. Sometimes, but rarely, I do citizen management when I want them to work a tile that they're not working for some reason. Alright, so we found our first barbarian encampment. I'm kind of happy with that because that means that we'll be able to take them out pretty quickly. They spawn extra barbarians each turn and then send them to pillage my village, and I don't want that. So we're going to try and fight them and take them as soon as we can. Looks like we're going to take minor defeat, which isn't good. I might have to do more exploring before I fight them. Yeah, I don't want to go for them yet because minor defeat will mean that I literally just take damage and gain essentially nothing. So my scouts have popped up now, and I'm going to move them first. Now, the great thing about scouts is that they take no movement penalty, so walking across rivers, walking over hills and grassland, they won't suffer from it. Whereas a warrior is usually able to move 2 movement, but because this is jungle and grassland and such, I'm only able to move once because it's like thick foresty type stuff, and that honestly makes sense. And we've just found, I can't pronounce that, but it's it's a city-state. So being that I'm the first person to find them, I get cool music and stuff when I'm on this screen, by the way, and they have silk. I get 30 gold because I'm the first people to find them, and gold is obviously beautiful because I can buy things with it. So a city-state is an NPC. It's not a nation. It's only ever going to be this one little small area, but they're always very powerful. We'll find that out later in the game. You want to make them like your allies. So I want to progress pretty quick, and I'm going to go with the monument. It's always good to go with what your advisors tell you to do. Monuments will give me culture, and the more culture I get, the faster my borders expand, and the faster I also get things such as policies. And then the first time I'll show you the policies when I can, I'll hopefully explain what a policy is to my best ability. Kind of getting rather unlucky not finding any ruins. But these first moves are always kind of quick. But ultimately, they're the game changers, which is kind of why I'm worried. Right, we found another city-state here, Singapore. They've got dyes and porcelain, which is great, but it looks like I'm not able to actually go any further left. So I might be at the bottom left of the map. So we're going to go right up here, hopefully. I also have 2 citizens now, which means that my happiness... got mining. Which means the more citizens you have, the less happiness you actually have. So... free unhappiness generated from the number of cities, so I'm getting -3 happiness for having 1 city. I'd have -6 if I had 2 cities. And I'm also getting 2 unhappiness because I've got 2 citizens. So you have to keep them happy so they keep building and doing stuff. Because a depressed worker ain't going to do shit, bruh. Okay, masonry is a bit far away. Don't really need it. Actually, damn, I need masonry for stone. Bit of a problem. I'm going to go with animal husbandry and pray that I find some horses because I'll need them later. Also, being that I've got cattle, I need animal husbandry to actually get use out of them. Okay, so these scouts need to start heading in the same direction as these warriors, get them off the jungle so they can move faster. And these turns are going very, very quick. I'm not too upset about how it's going right now because I found 2 city-states which give me lots of bonus gold, which means I'll be able to buy pretty much instantly some stuff that'll help my city pretty soon. Lucky for me, it seems like I've only got 1 barbarian encampment around my city. I love saying around my city because, the name of my city. Okay. Yes, thank God we found some ruins. So I'll show you what they do in just a moment. Oh God, here we go, they're making the move. Unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about it. So I'm going to move the scouts to keep scouting. And I'm going to get these fellas to get the ruins. Ruins explored. In the ruins you find ancient treasures. So 85 gold, that's quite a lot, fucking hell. Unfortunately I didn't get any weapons upgrade or anything, which is what I was hoping for. Oh God, another barbarian encampment. Ooh, I found pathfinders.
Ne chief Pocatello. Inaen hanibidena. Ne wasogo bahandi.
So I have found a different civilization, so they're neutral to me right now, that we don't know each other, but I want to make them my allies ASAP so that we don't have problems. But, you know, it sounds good because he's hoping for peaceful and prosperous. He's not looking for war. That kind of makes me happy. So I'm going to try and get him on my side ASAP. The problem right now is that I've got no bonuses. I'm going to have to bring my warriors back to get rid of these barbarians that are coming for me, but you know, we're just going to keep scouting. I found another city-state in just a moment here as well. I'm not that worried because I don't think they'll go for me, and I don't have any warriors for them to pillage just yet. Workers, sorry. Although, soon I will do. Here they are, right on time. So I can use my city to attack them from 2 square distance, so they're in a 2 square distance and I can hit them. This is going to damage them, but it's not going to kill them, and they're just going to run around. There's nothing for them to steal or pillage right now, so that's why I'm sending my warriors away. It's not a big deal. I really want to get my warriors equipped in better armor or, you know, with bonus stats before I go fight them. Alright, so we found 3 city-states. My money's looking kind of good right now. Okay, it's going to get bad because now these barbarian encampments are actually spawning more and more barbarians, which are going to try and plunder my city. There's nothing to plunder right now, so I'm okay. See, they're just walking around, it's not a big deal. But before long, it'll get worse. I'm hoping to find his city. What I want to check while we're here is, they don't actually want anything now. This is what luxury resources is for. It's to make your city happy. So if they wanted gems, I'd be kind of in the money because I've got gems, or silver, and then that'd basically make them happy and they do faster production and stuff like that. But unfortunately right now they don't want anything.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Okay, so I have animal husbandry now. Oh yes, more ruins. That's what we're talking about. Oh yes, more ruins. That's lucky. Right, so let's lower them a little bit more. Hopefully kill them, get rid of them. Do I have any horses? Unfortunately, I've got unlucky, and the horses are kind of far away. They're one of the military resources that you need to. I mean, you can't have a guy on a horse unless you've got horses. And I don't have horses right now. Okay. What do we got? It's wanting pottery. Why would I want that? Gives me a granary and stuff, which gives me bonus food, so more civilians sooner to work more tiles. I was talking about it earlier, but now that I've got two civilians, they're working 2 things, so I'm getting more food, more production, and I can change them and put them on different things, whether I want that or not. Right now it's better to leave them doing what they're doing to keep the food up, but the more civilians, the more food and money and production comes in, and then the faster the actual civilization builds. So it's important to get more and more civs. So these tiles here, with no like grey, like no human head above them, are actually being worked. So that's the problem. So it wants me to get pottery, which leads into all these different kind of things. Same time, I kind of want trapping, but I don't have anything to trap right now. Masonry is one of the things I'm definitely going to want, but apparently I don't need it yet, so I'm going to go with pottery. Ultimately I'm going to need to get everything anyway. It's just important to choose the best things at the time that you can choose from. Alright, so I can adopt a policy now. I'll show you what that is in just a moment. I'm going to get these ruins. Nice. So these, oh, that's so lucky. So the scouts have entered the ruins and they've actually found weaponry, so they're now archers. Archers usually are limited because they only have limited movement, just like these warriors, so if I want to move two spaces. I can't because I'm in a forest, like I said earlier. So I want to, you know, have scouts to move through this because they move quickly through it. It doesn't matter to them that it's a forest. But now they're archers and scouts, so they move really quick and they're very, very good at fighting. So we're going to bring them back and we're going to clear out these encampments. And I hope I get something good with these ruins. That's unfortunate. That's the worst one to get in my opinion. I get to see where barbarian encampments are around me and I'd probably just find them. So there's one over here which is far away, it's not a big deal. And I already know where the other two are. So I know now for a fact there's only 3 in my little area. So I'm going to clear them out. Okay, policies. First things first. I need to choose what I'm going to go with. So normally I go with tradition because it's my favourite thing to do. Basically it means the less cities the better, the faster improvements and stuff. Liberty is the opposite of that. More cities the better. So it's however playstyle you want to go with. I like to go with tradition because I like to go with less cities. The sooner you do this kind of thing, the faster you overall, like early game, produce and get better. But honor, since I'm going to be doing a lot of fighting, will mean that I'm better against barbarians, you know, fighting wise, and also I gain like culture bonuses from taking them and killing them, which will be useful because I'm Germany. But because I've got that lucky upgrade from the ruins, I've got 2 units that are good for fighting, whereas right now I'd usually only have 1. That's why I'd want honor. So I'm going to go with tradition. Tradition's going to give me extra culture in the capital, means I can build hanging gardens, which is more food and happiness and such like that. And there's benefits from getting all of them in this tech tree, but you know, we won't see that for a while, so I won't need to explain that. So we're doing pretty good right now. I'm kind of happy. Tea is wonderful. Right, so they're looking for a fight, clearly. I'm going to get a minor victory, so I'm going to go for them. Now, killing these barbarians by the outline of... Why is it all cities I can't pronounce? Apart from Singapore and City. But, yeah, basically killing these barbarians will make them like me because it looks like I'm defending them. Might not really be my intention, but it looks like it is, so that's good for me. So I'm going to move these scouts back and get them over to the encampment. You know, it used to be a thing that I was talking about earlier with the archers, where you'd get them upgraded, you'd go into ruins as scouts. You'd find that upgrade and make them better at fighting. But you'd sacrifice their movement, which is what you really want them for. Which is kind of bad, but thankfully it's been patched, and now I'm actually getting the benefits of both. Right, so I should be able to kill it off in the next turn, though my units are going to be quite low health. Yeah, now they're running from me. Oh!
Eu sou Pedro, imperador do Brasil.
I found
Tenho
Brazil.
pouco tempo para gracejos.
Look
O
at
que
that.
o traz aqui?
Look at that amazing beard. What brings you to Brazil, my friend? I am Pedro. Do we have business to conduct? Not currently, mate, but I'm glad to have found you. These are the people that I'm going to have to be destroying later, by the way. Okay, so all this fighting that these warriors have been doing has given them XP, and they've leveled up, so I can choose what to give them. Now, I could insta-heal them, which would be great because they're low health, so they can fight more right now. Or I can give them extra damage, you know, combat strength, depending on how they're fighting. So right now they're in forests, so if I got them drill 1, that means they're stronger while fighting on hills, forests and jungles. Or I could get open terrain, which means that they're stronger when not in hills, not in forests, not in jungles. So, mostly there's open terrain. Where's the other part? There it is. But it's in the jungle. So I think what I'm going to do is give them something that I don't usually do, which is bonus to being in jungles and such. And it's also going to mean that I very easily destroy these because I'm currently in a jungle. Look at that bad barbarian, man. Bad man. Just owned us pretty much. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Alright, so from here I can attack them with my ranged attack, but I need to actually walk on the encampment to capture it, and I can't do that right now. So what I'm going to do is move them back 1 and then over the river. If I'd gone over the river straight away, it would have used all their move. Oh wait, no, they're scouts. What am I talking about? I've completely forgot about that. Shit. Well, normally it would have used all their movement to go there, then they would have been able to attack. And I don't want that, that'd be because archers take lots of melee damage. Okay, so first of all, let's heal these up. So for a while they're just going to stand there, be fortified, and slowly heal up as we change the turns, and then more of them come back. That's how you do healing. And we're just going to attack them from a safe range. There's nothing they can do about this. They're just going to have to take it, and that's why I'm really happy I've discovered archers that are also scouts. Okay, another policy already, the great thing about tradition. So I'm getting multiple benefits already. So I'm not building any wonders right now. I'm not aiming to do that. Actually, let me have a look. Am I aiming to do that? The one that gives you pyramids is masonry. If I go for masonry quickly, I'll be able to build pyramids, and that'll put me way in the lead. And I do need masonry. See, it changes every game, you know, what you want to do and how things are going for you. I could get free culture building in the first 4 cities, so it'll give me more culture faster to get more tradition sooner for the first 4 cities. And garrison units just basically get bonus. A garrison unit is one that's in your city and it gets benefits for being on your own, like turf, as it were. And that it leads into extra growth and less unhappiness and more gold. So it's kind of usual that you'd go for that kind of thing, but I might actually want to go for pyramids first. Just for the sake of showing you and doing what I know, I'm going to get legalism. Cool. This is great though, like all these little things that are happening right now, like I'm really super...
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Dude, that guy's voice is like amazing. I'd be so happy if I had that voice. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now. I don't actually have anything to trap, so I think trapping's a bad idea right now. And writing is always a good thing, because I moved closer to the classical era by doing this. More science, great library, and allows embassies, which means that I'll be able to make friends sooner with more people. But what do I actually need? I need masonry. Big time. And I'm about to have those workers. But if an advisor is saying not to get it, it's usually wise not to go for it. They're like your recommendations. So mostly my 4 choices right now are these 4. Because, you know, they're telling me each one has their own reasons for it as well, that you can check. Like, I can actually go up to Advisors tab, if it's still there. Because with the update, I don't actually know where it's gone. I suppose I might have turned it off, because it might have been annoying me. Sailing would mean... I mean, I've got this big ocean here. Sailing would be really useful. Get a workboat, get scouting going. Cargo ships sooner would be great, which means that I can do trading sooner. And sailing leads into optics, which is the classical era. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to go for sailing sooner than later. It's not something I've ever done before, which is fun, because, you know, more new stuff. There's all these different nations, and I've only played 2, so I get a new whole different game every time. So the busiest people right now, just to let you know who's doing the best right now, is an unmet player that I don't actually know, and then I'm doing second best. And the 2 people that I'm doing a little bit better, so that's good. Right, so I've first got my workers. So basically workers, so let's go to the citizen management. So there's 2 food and 1 production on that, 2 food, 1 production on that, and then there's loads of food on this one. I think what I want them to do will be... definitely go for the mine, yeah, more money, because right now I've got a few units that are costing me lots of money per turn. So if I get more money sooner, that'll be great. Unfortunately, there's a hill and a river on the way, so it's going to take 2 turns to get there. But what workers do, that I'll show you, is that they're going to basically increase the benefit I get from working this tile. And the sooner I do that, the better. So I'll be able to literally show you that when it's time. Don't really want to go for any of these because it just costs more money per turn to have them existing, and I need a bit more food because right now one of my citizens is working this free food. If I get a granary, it's not going to be a big deal to start working this and lose the food. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a problem due to the fact that they're moving in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them closer and attack. you can get really unlucky with attacking encampments as range units, because right now I can't physically walk them on to capture the encampment. It really sucks, and there's a chance, a small chance, that it'll insta respawn because no one's worked on it. I'll have to kill it twice all over again, and then these are a threat as well. That'd probably really suck. And they walked on it. Yep, exactly what I said would happen. Fuck's sake, so unlucky. Now I just have to awkwardly kill them again. So I'll move back one so they can't get me and just attack them. What a pain in the ass. You get gold and benefits, and being that I'm Germany, I have a 50% chance to actually get these units working for me. Right, so now that I'm making the mine, I'm getting a luxury resource, which is extra gold, and because I've made them make a mine, it'll give me an extra production, so I make things quicker. Right, these are very nearly back in action. I'm able to promote one of my units as well next turn. Assume it's it's the archers. So they're fighting in open terrain mostly, so I'm going to give them bonuses while they're in open terrain. Alright, I got lucky, they didn't respawn. So I've now so I've now captured it. I've got some gold and bonus gold because I'm Germany, and I now have these brute standard warriors. I don't know whether I can upgrade them, but it's just really useful to have them. But at the same time, you know what I was talking about earlier, unfortunately now that I've got 3 units, my plus 3 gold is now 0. Because I've got 3 units costing 1 gold per turn each. So I'm going to send these 2 new warriors to start clearing the outpost that's down there, and we're going to get you back to your original job, which is scouting. So you need to get back over. The great thing about this is there's loads of other cities right now on the map doing the exact same thing in their own different areas. It's all going differently for them. They're all like researching different stuff to me. And when you're playing with your friends, you can get massive games with like 8 friends, and you can ask them what they're doing, and they'll tell you little stories, and you'll hear what that's going on their side. Oh, we got a barbarian spawn.
He who commands the sea has command of everything.
Damn right. I don't usually go for the sea as well, that's the thing. Right, so I'm going to send these barbarians over to try and take the other encampment. And these warriors are going to be on business duty for taking these out. I upgraded them earlier, as you remember, to actually be stronger when fighting in jungles and forests. So I'm going to put them in this forest so they get a bonus to attack the encampment while this is going on. And keep scouting. Oh, we found someone here. Oh, and we got another policy already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... extra gold would be nice. I've got 4 citizens, so that'll be extra gold. And times, extra gold times 2, so I'll get 2 gold per turn, and also I'll be even happier, which means faster production. But right now, I kind of need the growth. The sooner I get the growth, the better. So I'm going to go for that. Which means borders will be bigger, and there'll be more working, more civilians and such. Okay, right. Need optics. Is it recommending I go for optics? No, it's not. Okay, fine. It's going to be either writing or archery, I believe. So sometimes it suggests here, like these little markers, what it thinks you should do. Right now I've just got a policy that increases my food growth, so I don't actually agree that I need the farm right now. And I could increase the food growth exponentially over here by making it also have production. So that's good. Right, these barbarians need to move over to the encampment, and you need to start having your fight. I'm surprised it's a stalemate because I'm fighting on a jungle, like I'm increased. Maybe that was just unlucky. Oh.
Sou Maria, Rainha de Portugal. Já nos conhecemos?
So we found Portugal.
Talvez não.
Well, she talks a lot. She talks a lot. Alright. Wow. She's a bit into herself. You stand before the Queen of Portugal and she finds herself wondering, why are you here? Wow, I just met you, Jesus. Calm down. So we found I can't say that.
Olá?
Hola. So, are we able to be friends?
Por favor,
Would you like to be friends with me? No.
No.
False. Wow, he just said no. He just said, wow. Alright, Brazil. Fucking hell. Problem with that is, now that I've asked them, I won't be able to ask for a while. This is why I could have got honor, because it would have meant that I'm able to fight these. Oh,
مرحبا أيها العجمي. أنا هارون الرشيد خليفة العرب. هلم إلي وحدثني عن إمبراطوريتك.
look at the backgrounds on these people. It's so cool. So a new star appears on the horizon. I'm Harun al-Rashid of Arabia. I shall write an epic poem to celebrate this historic meeting. That's really cool. I think I'll be able to make friends with this guy, hopefully soon. The sooner you have friends, like your city is happier and more defended and safer the more friends you have. Safer because the more friends you have, the less likely people are to attack you because they're a bit waned off because, oh, they've got friends, I don't want that. Well, we're facing minor defeat on both sides. You've got full health, so I don't mind. You can heal up and then attack them next time. I wonder where we are in, like, location-wise. Okay, getting a workboat would be a good idea. And cargo and such. I don't really want a shrine, there's no point to have that, so I'm going to go with a workboat. So the great thing about the fact that I've got sailing is that right now I would be forced to get another unit, and I can't really afford it, as you can see. So having a workboat to get me some income back would be great. Also, I just noticed I've actually got this gold and I've not purchased anything. So I can insta-buy this tile, which gives me gems, which means that I can make my civilians work that, which they've already started doing on their own. They instantly swap to it, and because I've just bought that bonus gold that I happen to have because I was lucky, meant that I've now back to getting 2 gold a turn, rather than losing money every turn, which is really important. Little things like that just change the game. Oh, they just took a beating. Oh, that's really bad. Nice, right, we've got a promotion over here. So, I need to make them stronger. I'm not bothered about their health right now. They're fighting in jungle, so unfortunately I've got to upgrade in rough, which hopefully will mean that I'll fight them better, but there's less of them than them there, so I'm going to have to make them heal. Same for these guys. Right, where are we we're fighting in open terrain. I could heal them now, but I want to make them stronger sooner. So, open terrain, because I'm in open terrain. And I'm going to back them up a bit and then heal. So they're going to have to come to me and I'm going to get some healing off. Well, I'll keep scouting. There we go. So the map's getting bigger and bigger progressively. This used to take up my whole map down here. This was my whole map at one point. And now it's just this. And I've barely explored anything yet. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. What is going on over here? Why is there so many barbarians? Minor defeat, minor defeat. I'm going to have to pull back. Honestly, I might have to bring these archers back to fight. See, they've moved in again to try and get closer to me. Minor victory, but they're so low health. I'm just going to take it, get some healing. Hope they don't attack me. They attack me. Oh, going bad. Going bad. Heal up. Next turn.
تعال دعنا نتاجر.
So what he's just done now, as an ally, he's saying, I've got writing, you've got writing, would you like to accept my embassy? Embassy. I don't know why I said embassy. My embassy. And that basically means that I can see where he is, he can see where I am, and we're just a little more than neutral. We're not friends, but we're a little bit more than neutral. And I need that. Oh my god, there's so many of them surrounding me. Decisive victory, take him down. We'll be out of vision as well. Jesus, that was a fight and a half from that barbarian. So we've got a workboat, and I'm immediately going to just get some more food with that. It's great. More food, bigger city. Oh, that's risky. So, wonders in this game. Wonders are a huge thing. You get... They take a lot. They take a lot of turns at first. They're very risky. Now, if I manage to actually build it, I'll get free technology, which is huge. It'll just like all these. Let me show you. These things are technologies, and I'll be able to get one of them instantly, such as optics or drama and poetry. Drama and poetry would be great because it's 23 turns. To get that instantly will put me at a massive advantage compared to the other civilizations. But they're risky because if someone else builds it before me, then ultimately I've lost. I'll have wasted loads of turns to make the library, and then someone else will have the library and it'll cancel the construction of it and I won't be able to have it, which will suck. Or I can just build a standard library, which would be good, but I like taking risks and 2 people are telling me to get it, so I mean the benefits from it are definitely worth the risk in my opinion.
Ireis considerar esta oferta?
See, this is the beauty of having writing, is that I can do this embassy stuff, and then they're all talking to me, I accept,
Muito bem.
and then hopefully, because I've accepted the embassy...
Deveremos prosperar através do comércio?
Yeah, exactly, this is what I'm talking about, it's perfect. Because we have an embassy, me in Brazil, he's like, maybe we should say that we're friends now. So, now that I've said yes... He gave me a nod, he didn't say anything. Cool. Now that I'm friends, everyone else knows that we're friends with that person. See, he says, I'm also friends with them. That's great. This is cool. So he's more likely to be my friend. I get happiness and benefits. And also, the other civilizations are less likely to attack me because they see that I've got a powerful friend, and then they'll have to go at war with them as well, most likely. They don't want that. You need to heal up big time, little man. Yeah, nearly full, so we'll go back to that encampment. A little bit worried about the barbarians that are running around. Cool. It'll give me 1 less food doing this, but right now, looking at my city, I have enough food right now, so it doesn't matter. And I get extra production, and it's on a what's the word? Luxury resource, which is important to work, because... eventually I will need them. I wish I could show you right now, but right now the city isn't looking for any. Right, let's start fighting them. I've got more health than them, there's less of them, so... I mean, if you look at it, how it works, the combat is... It says, does he have any benefits on the actual tile he's on? I'm in a jungle, I do have benefits. I have more units, because I'm fully healed. There's like, how many are there? 7 of them? 8 of them, there's 8 of them because it's hidden by the food source. And there's only 2 of them, so they'll do way less damage to me, and they'll just get stomped because of my bonuses. Right, it's recommending trapping a little bit too much now. Why is it telling me this? Because I can get happiness from it. I can make camps, which does trapping, but thing is, I don't have that tile yet, so why does it want it so bad? What does it lead into? Horseback riding, which is kind of useful. But right now I just don't agree that we need it right now, so I'm going to go with archery because I need the wheel. Big time. Next turn. Should clear that camp up now. I might even get bonus units. Here we go. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky because of my German benefit, which is the whole getting extra units when I take an encampment. But, you know, I still got gold and such. Right, we can see them, hit them, you can move again, and then they're going to finish them off next time. And there'll be no risk because it's a melee unit, so when it kills, it walks where the unit was, and I'll take the encampment with no risk. I'm actually friends. Oh wow, I didn't even notice, but because of all this fighting that I've been doing, I cleared out this camp over here, which means that the city-state's like, wow, you just got rid of the barbarians that have been troubling us. It's like a quest. So they're now my ally, and they'll help me, they'll give me gifts, and Singapore's almost an ally as well. Okay, decisive victory. Move forward a little bit and shoot at these. Didn't get any barbarians from that, unfortunately, but it's okay. Cool. It's going well. This is why it's so lucky and important to look and actually find these these ruins, because without these ruins I wouldn't have these scout archers, and I'd be a bit at a loss here fighting only with these 2 units. And as we saw earlier, they weren't strong enough. But with this backing up of the archers, I can just clear the area. And now they really like me because I've cleared that encampment near them as well. Alright, we've got another policy already, thanks to tradition. And I can get some more happiness and such. Now, because I'm building a wonder right now, I'm actually not going to get that yet, and give the thing that means I build wonders faster, and also I get extra happiness for every citizen that's in the city. And I actually have five citizens, so I should get an extra 5 happiness every time. Oh, lucky! Also, I've got iron. Because I've just finished doing bronze working, I can see iron. And iron is kind of, well, it's not rare, but it's hard to find, and you usually have to trade for it because it's a luxury resource. And it's very important to have iron due to the fact that it means upgrading units like swordsmen and pikemen and such. And without it, I can't build those units.
Nanangaheik?
And now everyone's fucking talking to me and making
Sunya.
friends with me. It's awesome. Now I'm a ally with Singapore, and I am the most literate person. Awesome. Doing kind of well.
The half of the...
Alright. Back to scouting. Let's go up. You need to heal up. How are you doing? You're still healing. Now, to the diplomacy. They're neutral, friendly, neutral. So I've got an embassy over here, so I'm going to propose
Os
that we
dias.
be friends. Shall we be friends?
Prossegui.
Okay, fine. Doesn't want to be my friend. And I've only just got an embassy there, so it's not likely. Can I try and be friends with you again?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah? No, not yet. Okay, damn
Kalla.
it. I don't know why they don't like me. Ugh. Okay, gonna go for the wheel straight away. Watermill and chariot archer. Sweet. Oh, nice. Because I got that what's the word? Culture thing, the tradition, the thing that means that I build wonders sooner. I actually nearly have finished the Great Library, so it's not as much of a risk as it used to be, because it's building faster. It's already been 51 turns. I don't actually know how long it's been, you know. It feels like it's been kind of 20 minutes, but I have a bad feeling it's been like over an hour, and I'm going to give you like an hour video that some of you might not even want to watch. Oh god. Oh well. Ah, so it's just the sea up here. I was just a bit nervous because there's this little jut up. I was wondering if there was like loads of land up here or something, you know. So it wants us to mine the iron next, which I agree with. More luxury resources. I'm kind of lucky. Right now I've got gems, I've got silver, I've got stone once I've got masonry, I've got cattle, I've got iron. There's a lot of luxury resources going on right now. Which means everyone will want to trade with me. Alright, we want to go east now because we've only seen a little bit. By the way, what I talked about earlier is the embassy thing, which means that I can see their bases and know what's around here, basically, which is really, really useful. I've even got this all the way over here. This is how big the map is. Like, this is only a little bit of it as well. There's probably a lot up here. So cool. Especially with loads of friends when you're having, like, when you're in a Skype call or something. My happiness is doing great right now. Great Library finishes so soon. Can't wait for that. Alright, the brutes are done. So, we want to move you a little bit south down here. See what's down here. Okay, start going. You want to go east, scout east. You'll heal up, and you'll be the base defenders, I suppose. Right, so we got a great library. Sweet. It was really quick as well.
Libraries are the shrine where all the relics of the ancient saints, full of true virtue, and that without delusion or imposture, are preserved and reposed.
And there you have it. I get a free tech, just like nothing. So, what I'm definitely going to go for is what I said I was going to go for in the first place. This is free, so I'm instantly going to have finished some research here. Drama and poetry, which will put me straight into... Well, it's not going to put me into medieval, but it's going to get me really close to medieval. And that is such an advantage. I'm so far ahead.
What is drama but life with the dull bits cut out?
I love these little quotes. So cool. So I get bonus
The
culture.
king's might is greater than human, and his arm is very long.
I'm now in the classical era, just before medieval. So I'm quite advanced. I'm doing probably the best. Let's have a look if we can find stats. Yeah, so that's essentially the point system here. Unfortunately, I'm not the world superpower yet. I'm literally 1 point behind these guys. So I'm actually very close to being the world superpower, and I'll probably pull ahead of them due to the fact that I've got an ally here and I'm about to have another ally. Also, I'm about to get another production and finish another tech. So I'm going to be ahead of him very soon. But I'm doing really well right now. Really enjoying how it's going. And but definitely time to make a cargo ship, and that's going to be all about trading, and I'm going to get massive benefits from this. So I'll show you that next time, guys. So I'm going to hit next turn, end it here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, please let me know, because I love this game. Thank you so much, Fluke, for getting me into it, because I love playing it, even on single player like this. Oh ship, barbarian attack. I could do more content on it. I could do it with others.
Wisdom and virtue, I like to
Damn
tell.
it. Could do it with others potentially, but you know, it's hard to do because I'm not able to see their screens, and you know, people are kind of withdrawn with their information because if they might see it like a weakness telling you. I mean, look at me. I'm still playing here. I'm just sort of can't stop. But if you want to see more of this, do let me know, because I really, really enjoy doing it. And optics put me in the classical area. Gonna finish this off probably. Calendar. Oh, masonry. I need masonry, don't I? Apparently not. Alright, we'll go with optics. Gives me a lighthouse and such, and since I'm near the city, I'll be able to get another wonder very soon. Okay, enough. Stop it, Aaron. Okay. Right, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this potentially hour-long video. I have no idea how long this is going to be. I might edit a little bit. And yeah, I hope this is sort of giving you a little bit of light, shed a light onto Civ itself. And maybe you want to give it a shot yourself. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. And make your cities, name your cities like terrible puns, such as city, because pain and fun the same thing. They're not. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bye.